Interesting news coming out of Taiwan about our beloved Specialized brand. Are they in trouble? Well, pretty much everybody's in trouble, but how much are they in trouble? Ooh, hot off the press, not so great news coming out of two major manufacturers in Taiwan. And then you're like, what does that matter to me? Well, there's a lot that matters to the cycling world that relates to the bigger brand. And Taiwan is a big epicenter of those particular markets. They didn't have a very good 2024, and 2025 is just not looking all that bright for them, unfortunately. Well, let's start off with the Specialized news that just hit. Well, where does that put us? Well, Merida, which owns 30% of Specialized, yes, Specialized bike is owned by Merida. A lot of those are like, they're not owned or whatever. Well, they were actually bailed out in the early 2000s back in the day, helping Specialized from not going under. Well, now it's one of their major staples of bike lines that they produce, amongst other brands too. They now reported a $105 million loss, mainly related to Specialized and Specialized retail, which means their retail locations, which translates that, yes, their bike shops are not doing all that great. And they were chasing after Trek, which is quadruple the amount of bike shop purchases or acquisitions over the last 5 to 8 years. Yeah, that is very troublesome. So that reporting basically tells you that, yeah, bicycle retail is hard. We could have told them a long time ago. And you'd think they'd have enough insights that it's pretty rough, and when things get really rough, it gets really bad. Well, there's been ups and downs like this over numbers of decades, and yes, I've lived through several of them with my 35 years of being in the industry. And again, this is my opinion piece of the article as read, so yeah, don't get too angry of my opinion. Well, in any case, I'm just trying to give you the read between the lines of how I see it in a small micro shop, that I basically don't drink any brands Kool-Aids at this particular moment, so it's pretty much unfiltered opinion. What we're really looking at is retail is tough. We know this. And having a lot of stores, they saw good profit because they are basically dealing with costs of a manufacturer versus costs of a bike shop, which they have deeper margins. But that doesn't mean retail is still cheap. You got overhead, you got employees, you got all other things that go underneath a whole brick and mortar store, where there's some shops that have had really good success at it, but they've had to work really hard at it. So, in other words, Trek moved right in and they've had some good successes right off the bat, yes.